Sometimes aircraft aren't really, well, planes that is, aren't really what you need to take care of a problem. Sometimes you need an attack helicopter. Hey everybody, it's me Schluge here, and I'm back with another top 5 video. Yeah, you thought these were dead? Nope, I still have lots of top 5s I still want to do. And, well, I was thinking what would be appropriate for the next top 5, because I was doing a lot of planes, I already did tanks, and I did a lot of the 40k stuff. And then I started thinking, you know, there's a lot of helicopters that I like in this modern age of combat and badassery. So I figured, why not take a look at them? And fortunately for me, there's an entire VR chat world filled with my favorites, with all top 5. So I figured today, this time, I would actually fucking talk about them. So we're here to talk about my top 5 favorite helicopters, both utility and attack. Mainly because there's only 2, standard utility helicopters I like, and 3 attack helicopters that I like. So it kind of fits to put them all under one roof. So let me quit talking about it and let's get to it. Number 5. It had to be iconic. It literally had to be one of the most iconic helis in the world to be number 5. And here it is, the venerable Huey. God, I love this chopper. It's just a workhorse, honestly. If you don't know what helicopter this is, you've been living under a rock. The fucking UH-1, a workhorse of the Vietnam War. I mean, this thing was the soldier's best friend. Everybody loved this fucking chopper. Marines loved it, the Army loved it, everybody loved it. And there was nothing that this little chopper couldn't do. Like, oh, hey, our enemies are giving us trouble in the landing zones, and, well, yeah, we need to give troops cover. Well, that's not a problem. Let's just put a couple M60s in the fucking door. Oh, we're still having problems with maintaining close air support? Oh, not a problem. Here's a pair of fucking miniguns and rocket launchers. This thing was armed to the fucking teeth, and it could take a beating, though, well, it definitely needed improvements. And it got those improvements with its later model, because telling the Marine Corps to give up something really you're better off talking to a brick wall, honestly. So the Marines just said, well, let's upgrade our Hueys and basically keep everything we liked while getting rid of the shit we don't like. What don't we like? Well, the engines definitely need some upgrades. Well, let's get some upgraded engines. And thus the Venom comes into existence. God damn it, you gotta love the United States Marine Corps. They never seem to let things go. So yeah, the Huey, definitely deserving of our number 5 spot. Oh, gotta love you, little Vietnam workhorse. Now, let's talk about number 4. You can't be a Modern Warfare 2 kid and not have this in your top 5. This is the MH-53 Pavlo. Oh my god. You didn't want chopper gunner, you didn't want attack helicopter, you didn't want the fucking Harrier. This is what you wanted on your kill streak list. And why wouldn't you? It's such an iconic fucking chopper with literally Tonka tough strength and a workload that is just as good as the Huey, and also just as armed to the teeth, with 2 door gunners and another gunner just hanging out on the back ramp. This was every soldier's favorite chopper, especially if they were downed pilots. If you were a pilot and you were shot down, you wanted this baby coming to your aid. Because honestly, this thing, when it came armed to the teeth, and it came with backup. Whether that be AH-1 fucking Cobras, or fucking A1 Sky Raiders, or in the Gulf War era, a couple of A-10s and Apaches. This was the chopper you wanted to come save your hide, because it is just a tough old bird. And it's such a shame she was retired. But yeah, Mainly, the big thing with us is, well, it's nostalgic to a lot of us, especially us in the gaming community, because, again, the original Modern Warfare, you had to be there. You had to be there to truly appreciate this chopper, especially when Nikolai was flying it. But yeah. Well, this is actually my last of the utilities, so let's talk about the top 3 and their attack choppers. You can't have a top 5 video about helicopters, especially with attack helicopters, and not mention the true OG of OGs. This is the AH-1 Viper. Well, this is the Viper model. It also went by the Cobra. But yeah, basically the same helicopter, just, upgraded, better avionics, the works. So what is this? Well, this is the attack chopper that started it all. This was what we basically said when we said we need an attack chopper that can cover our troops when they're in trouble. And boy, howdy did this fit the bill. Now, it started off with a different set of arrangements of weaponry and such like that, but we're going to talk about the standard armaments package that this thing came with. And it hasn't changed that much over the years, so let's go off with it. First of all, a triple barrel 30mm cannon in the nose, which is just complete overkill, but it's awesome. The Marines will attest to that. You've got a stream of different types of missiles for different occasions. You've got unguided Hydra 70s, which are very useful when you want to just lay down absolute ass kicking. And if you want to say fuck you in particular, you got your standard Hellfire missiles. Always one of the best kill streaks. give me a Predator missile any day. And then if another enemy helicopter decides to fuck around, well, they'll find out with the aim 9s here. Very, very useful. So yeah, this thing is a beast, and it has had its upgrades, as you can see, because, like I said before with the Huey, the Marine Corps can't let shit go. So what do? Oh, better avionics, better weapons packages, better engines, better everything. God bless the U.S. Marine Corps. Such a great chopper. Truly a deserving spot on the top 5 list. Even if she is a little, well, she's a tough little nugget, but she's still just that, a little nugget. Number 2, on the other hand, I'm both about to get absolutely shitted on and probably praised from both this being on my list and its placement. But here's number 2. The fucking Apache. How can you not love this absolute deadly bird? Everyone loves it. The army loves it. The fucking Japanese love it. Prince fucking Harry loves this bird. Well, I mean, he should. He flew these things in fucking Afghanistan. Yeah, Prince fucking Harry. Don't need to get into about all that drama, but I'll just say this. Prince Harry is my homie. I love him to death. But yeah, what is this beautiful bird? It is just the absolute epitome of ass kicking. It is literally the deadliest bird we've ever built. It is literally, let's just say this. The A-10 has its moments, but the A-10 wishes it was an Apache, because the Apache has done everything the A-10 has done and more. Hydras for close air support, where you really want to fuck around. Hellfires for someone who really wants to get fucked up. The 23mm cannon, much more practical than the 30mm, and just as good as tank busting, and can also provide support. Leave it to them to find a squeaker. You've got the ultimate weapons package that can find anybody who's hiding anywhere. God help anyone who finds this who is trying to hide from this thing, because, well, there's a saying for this. If you run from this thing, you're only gonna die tired. It's the fucking Apache, a helicopter that I hope is in service for many, many more years to come. Okay, well, now it's time for me to get crucified because here's number one. Here it comes, here it comes. The comments are going to be flooded with all the hate in the world because this got my number one spot. Let them roll, let them roll. Let me hear it, let me hear it, let me hear it. Come on, come on. I'm a commie boo. I'm this, I'm that, blah, 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 blah. It's a piece of shit, blah, 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 blah. I know. It's the Mi-24D Hind, a.k.a. the crocodile. I love this fucking chopper. I love this bird. It is an absolute beast. This thing is a monster. And I love her. I love her. I want one. If I could get my helicopter license, because honestly, the more I think about it, I would actually have preferred my helicopter license over my pilot's license because this thing fucking exists. And there's plenty of them in Eastern Europe that I can easily get my hands on. I want one. I love this thing. It's got a titanium bathtub that will protect me from everything. And it's armed to the teeth. Actually, you know what? Better yet, I'll let Woods fucking tell you about this fucking thing.
Okay, what's our loadout? UV-32 rockets, 12mm nose cannon. These bastards are ready for World War III.
Thanks, Frank. Appreciate it. God, that was such a great game. Anyway, yeah, 12mm nose cannon, a.k.a. 50 cal. Yeah, that's a fucking 50 cal. That is a Russian 50 caliber Gatling gun. They fucking did it before us. I'm pissed at us for that. Come on, America. It's a fucking 50 caliber 4-barrel Gatling gun. How did the Soviets beat us to that? Oh, and not just that. Let's take a look at this. Let's see. Precision guided anti-tank, laser guided or TV guided anti-tank missiles that can be mounted on the wingtips. Multiple rocket launchers. In fact, more rocket launchers than the Apache can carry. Oh, and you know what? In case you want to bring your homies along with you, troop carrying capabilities. How has the West not developed their own version of this? Oh, wait, we did. That's right. We looked at this thing. So many countries looked at this thing and were like, you know what? Okay. Cold War falls. Lots of countries still have Mi-24D attack helicopters on them. And Apaches and Cobras are just a wee bit expensive. But then again, the Hinds are also like using Russian avionics, Russian weaponry, and Russian engines, worst of all. Ugh, fucking Russian engines. Ugh. So what do? Well, let's upgrade these fuckers. I have seen models with, number one, better Western engines, Western missiles. Oh yeah, I've seen this thing carrying Hellfires and Hydras, which are amazing. And then, again, America, why don't we create a 50 caliber Gatling gun? We should. We have a triple barrel one. We need to make a quad. But I've seen countries replace the 12mm nose cannon with 20mm cannons. There's actually a model created in South Africa called the Super Hind, and that thing is just a complete hunter. They've turned basically a modernized Hind is it goes from being a fucking hunter to an apex predator. This thing is designed to be a hunting machine. This thing, honestly, this is a true hunter. This is a hunting aircraft. If America ever put down the money to build our own model of this and give it like capabilities like stealth and give it to the fucking special, if Delta Force or the Navy SEALs or the Green Berets ever got their hands on basically a stealth American version of this, it's game over for everybody. It's such a unique interesting, deadly attack helicopter. And I love it. It's my favorite. I got nothing else. Well, that about wraps it up, everybody. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go basically reenact every desert military movie I've seen, and hopefully this time I don't get shot down by a Stinger missile. So, yeah. Take it easy, everybody. I'll see you all in the next video.